Hey everyone, it's Lexie. So in today's video I'll be sharing with you my favorite book covers. So this is my third favorite book covers video, so if you want to go and check out the other two videos, I'll have a link down below and in the cards as well. So these are the books that as of recently I really love the covers. So I think, like, I keep thinking, if you see Mary Poppins Returns, there's this song like, a cover is not a book, and then they say, so open it up and take a look. But these are cases where I really, like, if I were an author, I would want, like, the cover, like everyone says, don't judge a book by a cover, and I think we do to some extent, but like, I think if I was an author, I would really like the cover to complement the story. So these are books that I've read that I've really enjoyed, and the cover does a really good job of complementing the story, but they're also aesthetically pleasing as well. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. So starting out, I first have the Huntress by Kate Quinn. So this was a book that I was really excited about when it came out, and I just flew through it. But basically, I really love the kind of watercolor look to this, like almost like, or even charcoal, just kind of that dark ink sense to it. And it's also on like that textured, it's almost like watercolor paper, actually, just like that texture. So I really like it, and I think it does a really good job at showcasing kind of, one of the characters in here was a pilot, but then also the Huntress as well, and just kind of that silhouette. And we don't, and like, that's the major premise of this book, is that we don't know who this Huntress is, like what does she look like. There's only a few group, like one or two people that actually know what she looks like, and so I think that kind of airs on the kind of mystery aspect as well. But yeah, I really love this book, and it was just really good. So if you haven't already, I have a review for this. So if actually, there's like a review for all of these books, and then one's like a movie screenplay, but I'll have them all linked in the cards if you want to know more about the books that I'm talking about. So next I have The Great Alone by Kristen Hanna, and this was a book that I finally got my hands on earlier this year. I held out buying it for so long just because it was just really expensive on Amazon or like anywhere else that I looked. But it takes place in Alaska, and it follows a girl who grows up in the 70s, and her parents have decided that they're going to turn their life around and move to Alaska. And it kind of deals with topics of domestic abuse, growing up in an abusive household, all that stuff. So there's a lot of dark subject matter in here, but what I really loved about this book is that I could totally picture what Alaska, like, I could picture this landscape, and I feel like this cover does a really good job at showing like the mountains, the road, and like the trees and the forest and like the lake. That's like what I picture when I think of Alaska, and I really loved like the metallic detailing of the road going through there as well. My uncle is a vet, and he does the veterinary stuff for the dog races in Alaska, so I've seen some of his pictures there, and it honestly looks beautiful. I think the only time I would actually consider doing a cruise if it was an Alaskan cruise. So this is definitely one of the places that I would love to see. But I think like this cover, just overall, it's just like that landscape and then just all that stuff, and I love the, like I said, the metallic detailing. So I think this is also just a really good cover that kind of complements kind of some aspects of the storyline. So next I have the screenplay for The Crimes of Grindewald, and I love this cover. I love the first one. The first one was also included in my second favorite covers as well, but I love this color. I love the gold detailing. I like how it has little snippets of like things that are important in the storyline interwoven into this design. It's just very appealing to my eye. Like, I saw it like when I ordered it online, and then it came in the mail. I'm like, this is so beautiful. But I love how it looks on my shelf with like the coloring there, and then it also has like that pattern on the hardback as well with the Eiffel Tower. So yeah, I just really love this. Even though people said they didn't really like the movie, I still really enjoyed it, so I was fine with it. I wasn't too nitpicky. But yeah, I still really love this cover, and it's like every time I look at it, I just have to stare at it for 5 minutes because it's just that beautiful. So next I have the Clockmakers Daughter by Kate Morton, and I'm a huge Kate Morton fan. I've read all of her books, and this one was her newest release that came out last year, and it basically follows this kind of house in like kind of the countryside of England, and there was a murder that took place there, and then no one knows what happened, and then the artist that lived there passed away, and it's kind of the woman who kind of witnessed it. It's her, she's a ghost, and she's kind of telling her story while there's multiple storylines interwoven together like any Kate Morton book, so it has that like mystery historical aspect. And so I really love this cover as well. It's very simplistic. It does like kind of complement with the clock, but I just love the flowers in here, and I just like how like I said, very simplistic it is, but it just is really pretty. And then the spine as well has that clock detailing, and oh, I just love it. I think it's so pretty. It's very different from her other ones. Her other ones have very much like kind of just show a painting of a house in the forest. I'm looking up, they're like right here. So her other ones kind of follow this similar pattern as well, and these ones are really pretty too. This one's a little bit of a departure of her previous ones, but I still really like this one, and I like I said, I really love it. So finally, I have Dance of Thieves by Mary E. Pearson, and this is the spin-off trilogy, I think it is, to the Remnant Chronicles. So it takes place 6 years after the last book ended. I won't go too much detail about like the premise of this because you have to have read the first trilogy to know, but I love this covering. I'm a sucker for like gold like detailing like this, like with the vines and all of that, but yeah, it's just so pretty. I love how the sword's thrown in there with some like wings and all that. I like how there's some roses interwoven into this design as well, and then also the side as well keeps up that same pattern, so it looks really pretty on my bookshelf. But yeah, I think I really love the designs for this trilogy. The first one, I have it right here actually, is more like kind of the traditional YA, and then this one it's like very mature actually. And then for the second one as well, it also has a very pretty cover as well. So I love this series, and I really love this new spin-off series and all that stuff, so I was really excited when I saw this book cover. I'm like, it's so pretty. So that's it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below what some of your favorite book covers are and all of that fun stuff. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.